You were never supposed to live near the center of the Milky Way, because if Earth moved just a little closer, life wouldn't slowly disappear. It would be erased almost instantly. Every night, you look up at that glowing river of stars crossing the sky. Looks peaceful, right? But hidden inside that light is the deadliest place in our galaxy. A place where stars explode constantly, radiation floods through space, and a monster black hole waits at the center. And somehow, our planet escaped all of it. Right now, Earth sits quietly in the Orion Arm, about 27,000 light-years away from the galactic core, far from the chaos, far from the danger, almost like we were placed here on purpose. But what if we weren't? What if Earth suddenly appeared in the center of the Milky Way tomorrow morning? At first, the night sky would look unbelievable. Instead of scattered stars, the heavens would blaze with endless light. Millions of stars packed so tightly together that darkness would almost disappear. The sky would glow every hour of the night, beautiful for about 5 minutes. Because near the galactic center, stars are crammed together like bullets in a chamber. And that changes everything. The first thing to hit Earth wouldn't be meteors or aliens. It would be radiation. Massive waves of cosmic energy would slam into the planet from every direction. X-rays, gamma rays, cosmic rays, far beyond anything Earth's magnetosphere was designed to handle. But here's the strange part. You probably wouldn't notice it immediately. At first, life would continue normally. People would go to work. Cars would move. Cities would glow. Then the mutations would start. Plants dying without explanation. Animals born deformed. Entire ecosystems collapsing in silence. And the worst part? No place on Earth would be safe. Because the radiation wouldn't come from one source. It would come from everywhere. And that's when things changed. The closer Earth drifted to the galactic core, the more unstable our entire solar system would become. Foreign stars would pass dangerously close to us. Some massive enough to rip planets out of orbit like toys. One close encounter could throw Earth away from the sun forever. But that's not even the craziest part. The real horror begins when the stars start dying. Near the center of the Milky Way, supernovas happen constantly. And a supernova isn't just an explosion. It's a cosmic execution. When a massive star collapses, it unleashes more energy in seconds than our sun will produce in its entire lifetime. Radio waves, X-rays, gamma radiation. A blast so violent it can sterilize planets from light years away. Now imagine seeing one explode in the sky above Earth. At first, it would look beautiful. A new star brighter than the moon. The whole planet stopping to watch it. And then, everyone realizes it's pointed directly at us. What happens next changes everything. The atmosphere begins to collapse. Ozone disappears. Radiation floods the surface. Oceans heat. Crops fail. And within months, most life on Earth starts dying. But somehow, that still wouldn't be the biggest threat near the galactic center. Because hidden there is Sagittarius A star, the supermassive black hole sitting at the heart of the Milky Way. A gravitational monster with the mass of millions of suns. And this is where it gets weird. Earth might not even fall into it. Instead, we could get trapped in orbit around it. And that would be even worse. At roughly 20 billion kilometers away from the event horizon, Earth could accelerate to nearly 25 million kilometers per hour. Over 230 times faster than the speed we move right now. Think about that for a second. The planet beneath your feet would become a high-speed projectile circling a black hole. The gravity shifts alone could trigger nonstop earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and planet-wide storms. Tides would become catastrophic. The atmosphere itself could destabilize. And yet, humans would still look up at the sky trying to understand what was happening. Because from Earth, the black hole wouldn't look like a giant hole in space. It would look almost invisible. A dark sphere bending light around itself like reality was breaking apart. And that's when humanity would finally realize something terrifying. The galaxy we thought was beautiful was never designed for life at all. But the darkest truth is still coming. For years, scientists searched for planets near galactic centers. And what they discovered was disturbing. Most of those regions are basically cosmic war zones. Stars collide more often. Radiation levels spike constantly. Black holes dominate gravitationally. Entire solar systems can be destroyed by one bad encounter. Which raises a terrifying question. If the center of the galaxy is so deadly, then why are we so far away from it? Why does Earth exist in one of the quietest regions possible? Why is our sun isolated enough for life to survive billions of years without interruption? Coincidence? Maybe. But here's the unsettling part. Move Earth almost anywhere else in the Milky Way, and humanity probably never exists. No civilizations. No history. No life. Just silence. And suddenly, our location in the galaxy starts feeling less random and more like survival by impossible luck. But that luck wouldn't last near the galactic center. Eventually, one passing star, one burst of radiation, or one supernova would end everything. Not with a dramatic explosion, but slowly, quietly, inevitably. The skies would still glow brilliantly above ruined cities. The stars would still shine, but Earth itself would become unrecognizable. And the cruelest part? From a distance, our planet would probably look more beautiful than ever. A tiny glowing world orbiting near the brightest region of the galaxy. Completely doomed. So the next time you look at the Milky Way stretching across the night sky, remember this. You are not looking at a peaceful galaxy. You are looking at a place filled with exploding stars, invisible radiation, and black holes powerful enough to bend space itself. And somehow, against impossible odds, Earth ended up in the only neighborhood where life had a chance. But what if that wasn't an accident? And if our galaxy is this dangerous? What could be hiding at the center of the next one?